All right. Um, this is my first podcast. Um, yeah. I'm starting a podcast because all right. Well, I'm starting a podcast because um, okay. So today is my first podcast. I'm just trying different avenues for social media. Um, because I want to start building a fan base for my music. And podcasts are really the only format of social media that I actually like. Um, so yeah, I thought maybe I should try it out. I don't really like doing the TikToks and stuff, so I feel like maybe I could do this, get some clips from it and stuff like that. But why do I think I should do social media in the first place? Probably because, well, I have like an EP coming out. And I say that, but it's like nobody's really going to listen to it. You know what I mean? But I want people to, of course. And I think my music is getting to a point where it sounds like real songs and real music. I've only been making music for about 2 years, but yeah, it's hard. Yeah, but I recently realized like I'm just making music, and it's like not going anywhere. You know what I mean? It's weird talking and like no one answering. And I feel like my roommates could maybe hear me, but I don't know. I don't remember what I was talking about, but I feel like podcasts could be good for me. I like listening to podcasts like every day, like Tempo Sugar Show and Raw Talk. So yeah. But yeah, I've been making music for like 2 years, and recently I've been working on an EP. So it's 5 songs I've been working on, and they're pretty much done. I just have to like master them, maybe mix them a little more. So yeah, uh, maybe I could talk about my songs, my 5 songs. Uh, First song I made, it's called "Spoke to Me," in parentheses Cameron Boyce. It's called Cameron Boyce because before I made it, I was watching like videos of Cameron Boyce, and like I forget the girl's name is, but he was like friends with this other Disney girl, and it was like really sad stuff because he obviously died like young and stuff, and he was like a genius. But yeah, it just inspired me, and then I made this song, and it was like one of the coolest like melodies I've made, and it just sounds really sick. But the whole point of the EP, like for every time I do something out of the box, I try to learn a new skill. And the point of this EP was actually because I've been learning so much and I wanted to actually test everything out. But I also was learning one new skill, which was try to make complete songs. So I think "Spoke to Me" was the first song I worked on for the first song I said like, okay, this is gonna be in the EP. And so my skill of completing songs wasn't that good then. So the song is literally just whatever I came up with that day, which is just like the melody, the chords, some drums, and that's it. And it doesn't repeat or anything. So it's only like a minute, I think 12-second song. So yeah, it's short, but it's powerful song. My second song, Second song is called Struggling. I think it was the second one I've worked on for the EP also. It's called Struggling because obviously I didn't know really how to make a complete song, so I made the chords and the melody for that song, which is really just the chords. And I made the chords and the melody for that song, and then I just had no clue where to go from there. So I was like, I don't know, that file is probably super, super long, because like the amount of time spent on it, because I was just trying a bunch of different things and failing, and I honestly, for that whole time, I still didn't even figure out like how to do it, how to actually complete a song. I think the next song I worked on after that was it was originally called Feel Good. Now I'm titling it Hate Is So Close to Love, but I don't even know if that's, I might call it Ego. I don't know. But, so I made the chords and melody for that song. Like the drop, I made the drop for that song. And then I think I also had a verse, but I just had a verse and a drop, and I didn't really know where to go from there, because I didn't know how to repeat it or repeat the verse or what I should do there. So now I'm working on Struggling and Feel Good at the same time. Right, I'm working on those two at the same time. And I bought this book about arranging. And I read like the first couple of chapters, and really the only thing that really helped me the most was like in the comments it said like instead of focusing on writing a melody and chords, I now just focus on the arrangement of the song. And for some reason like that clicked, and I was like, okay, so it's like its own art form kind of. Yeah, so that kind of clicked with me. And then shortly after, maybe like a week after that, I made this song called Turning Point. And that's when I was just like so fed up with trying to learn how to do arrangement that I never was gonna get it. And I was at like this roadblock, and I was like, fuck it, like I'm going to work on the song right now, and it's gonna be arranged good, it's gonna be arranged perfectly. And so I made that song, and the arrangement actually made sense. It actually worked, and I that's when I figured out the arrangement. Yeah, that's when I figured out the arrangement, like, or just how to do arrangement in general. And so that was like a light bulb moment, like light bulb went off, whatever, like where I actually figured it out. And so that was fire. And then after that, I probably worked on Struggling again. I probably rearranged a song like 5 times. It still doesn't even sound good, the arrangement. But after that, things started to fall into place, and I figured out arrangement. And then and then after that, I was working on Feel Good, and then I was showing it to my roommate, who might be here in this room, who really likes EDM music, and he was, I was showing it to my roommate who likes EDM music, and he was like telling me a couple of things that he thought I should do. So then I kind of heard what he was saying, and I tried to fix it, and I kind of did too much, but I ended up just adding in like riser and build up and white noise and stuff. And most of that actually ended up being the second drop, and then the first drop I kind of just left how it was. And then the last song, hopefully Leah doesn't listen to this whole thing, but last song is a song I made last year called Happy Days. And Leah, my girlfriend Leah, wanted me to finish it really badly. So I was gonna try to finish it like for her birthday or something, but I don't know, I just felt like finishing it now. And that was the last song I worked on, and that one probably has the best arrangement, I think. And I think is probably the best completed song. So I just took like this melody that I had and made it into a whole song, and now I think that I'm able to arrange really well, and in the future I feel like my songs will make a lot more sense, have a better story, stuff like that. So yeah, that's the whole EP. And I wonder where I'm going to post this, or if people are actually gonna see it. But so far I actually like this. It's pretty simple. It's been 11 minutes and I feel like I'm flowing pretty well. Yeah, but yeah, this past week I've been trying to work on my song for an hour and a half each day, like in the middle of the day. And it was going really well, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I just like finished everything like so quickly. I learned that from like Andrew Huberman, I think that's his name, the podcast. And he's like a neuroscientist, and he was saying like an hour and a half is like a good amount of time to work on something. Like you said, we have like cycles of 90 minutes where we work on something like that, like cycles 90 minutes, and like that's when your brain like has a cycle. I don't even freaking know. But so I would like try to do it for 90 minutes, an hour and a half, and it was good. But he said like start only doing that like once a day, and then you could try twice a day. And I think he was saying don't even do 3 times a day that. But yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about. Today is Friday. Usually I've been working out in the morning, but not today. But tonight I'm going to help Leah with smorgasbord, her sister's thing. So I have to be done with all my stuff at like 5 o'clock. It's only like 8:30 right now, but fuck yeah, dude. I know this wasn't really long, but I honestly really like doing this. Hopefully, maybe it'll be longer in the future. Maybe I could plan some shit out or something, but for some reason I want to record on Friday. But I feel like this could be a good format for me, and I feel like I could post clips of this on TikTok and shit like that, and maybe some people will tune in, actually watch and shit. Maybe I should turn the phone or the camera the other way. But fuck yeah, dude. It was pretty fun. 13 minutes. I feel like I fucking do these consistently too. So yeah, I feel like the format of this could just be like me talking about current things and like giving advice here and there and talking about music, shit like that, and it could be fucking sweet. So if anyone watched this, that'd be sick. I don't know if anyone's going to. Maybe like in the future, if this podcast pops off, then people will come back and listen to this. That'd be dope. So that's kind of all I have for today, boys. It's only been 15 minutes, but it's been fun. Doses. You know what I mean?